Hey everybody, welcome back to Veg Plot. We're in the greenhouse. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's left me some wishes, well wishes on YouTube and the comments. That's been really appreciated, really helped actually. Yeah, everything's back to normal now, so I'm feeling great. So anyway, videos have been a bit sparse. Basically, at the end of this week I'm going to be the big 6-0, which is kind of weird, and I've got elderly parents, so I'm shooting back to see them, so videos are not quite as regular as I want, but I will keep trying to do them as quickly and as often as I can. Anyway, we're in the greenhouse. There's quite a lot to sort out in here. It's just got a bit overwhelming and a bit messy, but I just thought I'd show you around, show you what we've got, because yeah, it's still producing lots and lots of crops. I've also been shopping today. There was a bit of a hold up in town, so I took the long circuitous route to go and get some garlic at the local garden centre, but that one didn't have any. I went to another one, that didn't have any, so looks like I'm going to be getting garlic online this year, or trying to find some somewhere else. But I did get some stuff. I don't know about you, but I've tried growing broad beans over winter before. These are Aquadulce Claudia, and quite a good overwintering broad bean. So what I'll do is I'll start these off indoors down in the polytunnel, get them going, and then yeah, we should get some good early crops next year. It says on the back here, so November, December, and then underglass January, February, March. And then June, August, September, sort of for harvesting. But yeah, Aquadulce Claudia, you can sow them this time of year. I also managed to get some onion sets. These are my favourite and did very well for me last year. So overwintering onions, these are Sensu Yellow. And these are sets, so little bulbs. Plant them in the ground, get them going in the polytunnel, and then they'll go out a little bit later. So those are really nice. We'll have a look at some I grew this year. And electric red onions as well. And I did these last year. I think I planted them in December into cells and then planted them out. But yeah, there are some nice sort of bulbs in here as well. So we'll have a look at the ones I grew this year down in the polytunnel with those as well. Right, let me take you off here. Have a quick look around the greenhouse. There's quite a lot going on. I don't know if you remember, but last year some people down the allotment gave me these, and these are Cape Gooseberries. You can see the little flowers here. Quite an interesting little flower, but they sort of self-pollinate really easily, and then when they're ready they produce these sort of casings which have a little Cape Gooseberry in them, which is usually a lovely golden yellow. There we go. And they've sort of got an interesting flavour. Some people like them, some don't. You can dip them in chocolate and that makes them really nice. Melted chocolate. But yeah, they have like a pineapple sort of lemony flavour, so really, really quite nice. We've got a few in here which I've already picked. You can see here. And there are quite a few more all lying about which I've got to harvest. But yeah, as I say, can't be everywhere all the time, so can't actually get them exactly when they're bang on ready. But we've still got some more to come. There's still some which aren't quite ripe yet, so I'm hoping that these will ripen up before the season's out. And then you can, if you've not grown these before in the UK, you can actually prune them down quite short, about 8 inches, 10 inches, just a stalk. And I'll do that a bit later on in the season. And then if you're lucky and they don't get frosted too much, then they will actually last throughout the year and sprout up, and you get a great crop next year. So you can overwinter them. So yeah, that's them. We've still got a few tomatoes to come. I think you may have, spinning around, you may have noticed we've got some of these. These are the dwarf antho pink panther. So a few of those, the last ripe yellow brick road, and some cherry falls. So they're all looking okay. Lots of Mad Hatter peppers. We've got 3 of these small dwarf antho pink panther to come. We've got 2 here. I don't know if they're going to ripen. These are yellow brick road. And then we've got some more tomatoes still coming. But yeah, look at this. This is the Mad Hatter plant, which I managed to overwinter from last year. And it's just got masses and masses on. So I want to harvest all those today. And then also more on this plant too. And then hopefully if we prune these chili plants down, if we take them right down to about here, we might be able to overwinter these in these pots and see if they come back next year. well, that's the plan anyway. It doesn't always work. I'm not too bothered that they don't actually. I got quite a lot off that plant, which I did over winter, but I get enough from ones that we do sow in the spring anyway. Right, I'm going to get on harvest these, and then we'll pop down the polytunnel because I've got a few things down there to show you as well. So I've got all the Mad Hatter peppers off this one, and I'm just going to, well, this one green one. Yeah, I'm just going to cut all this back down. So it's all about a foot or so high, where they all shoot out from one bit at, like you can see here, they're all shooting out from this main stem. I'm just going to take the whole lot off like that, and then trim the side back, any old ones, dead branches. So you end up with, let me just show you, end up with a very sort of spiky looking plant with no leaves on it generally. And some people will take the compost out of the pot, they'll take the plant out of the pot, take the compost off, refresh the compost, put it all back in, but to be honest with you, they don't always last, and then it just seems like a waste of compost to me. So if it makes it through the year, we'll give it a boost in the spring, but if not, then yep, then it'll be time to sow some new ones next year. Right, I'm going to get on prune this one back and then get all of these, and then we'll head down the polytunnel. So I've got all that pruned back, that Mad Hatter chili from last year, Mad Hatter pepper. And basically, I don't expect this one's going to last again into this year. Into next year, I think that's probably be as good as we get, but we'll see what happens. Got a nice little harvest though, full basket here of Mad Hatter peppers. So that's all good. One other pepper, which is, I'll probably just save the seeds from, that's a different type. And yeah, there's some tomatoes there, and Cape Gooseberries. And yeah, plenty more to come on here. Hopefully they'll ripen up, but I think this greenhouse now, it was in a really good place, but because of these trees here, which I'm hoping to prune back this year, it's not getting enough sunshine, so not really getting enough warmth to grow stuff really good in here. And so next year, maybe, I think I'll be putting some of these lovely Cape Gooseberries down in the polytunnel, because I'll probably be growing fewer tomatoes next year. Yeah, I just got a bit tomatoed out this year, and I think, you know, what, falling off the bike and stuff, it kind of highlighted the fact that I don't really need that many tomatoes as much as I love growing and finding new ones. I've got sort of 10 which I really love now, and I'll probably be sticking with those, but who knows, I might be tempted. Right, okay, right, I'm going to pop down the polytunnel now. Not sure why, let's go down there and have a look anyway. Autumn really has begun, hasn't it? We're really into it all now. It's all beginning to look all a bit sad down here. But anyway, there's still plenty to do. I've got all these tomato runners to pot up. I want extra, not tomatoes, what am I talking about? Strawberry runners to pot up. So I've got lots of those to do. They're looking good in these baskets at the moment, so just want to make sure they stay that way. Yeah, lots of runners, as you can see, all hanging down. I've got some chard and things to pot into the polytunnel too. So, and these leeks, I want to put some of these in here. So anyway, let's go in and have a look, see how things are. Let's move this door. So I had a quick pop down here earlier on, but haven't really done anything since the last time you were here. In fact, because I've been away, you can see that basil's beginning to go to flower, and here, so this won't be all that tasty now, so I'll probably be having most of these out. I want to get all this gridding back onto the sides here, hanging off these hooks, so that I can basically get the shelving back up and start to yeah, get some seeds sown and also get some stuff planted into the bed. So I've got all the labels to have out and final tomato plants to have off and so on. But yeah, oh, these are the red electric I was saying about. These are the ones I grew this year. You'll probably remember those. And then they're up there are the white sensu yellows. Not really easy to see at the moment, but yeah. So, lots to do. Okay, right, I'm going to crack on. I'll probably see you in the next video, I think. It'll probably be in a week or so's time we'll have got some things in the ground and we can be doing that. But yeah, that's it for this week, folks. See you soon. Bye for now.